Marge Tripp really gets hands-on in her job to promote good health through good food and exercise. At her office in the Williamson County Health Department, she pitches in to the demonstration gardens created by Southwestern University student Ansa Copeland. A few blocks away, another of her projects, the Heritage Community Garden, a partnership with Georgetown Parks and Recreation, devotes 18 acres to community gardens and outdoor classroom education. Garden coordinator Natalie Breland helps new gardeners get started. The raised beds available for rental also attract people who don't have space at home or enjoy community garden fellowship.
What we do is we try to feed the community organic, fresh produce and teach people to grow their own or to come and enjoy the gardens.
Another section under Natalie's care is devoted to large quantity growing for Georgetown's food pantry, the Caring Place.
We took 2 acres of the 18 acres and made an in-ground garden with all the produce going to the Caring Place to be distributed, and we've distributed over 1,800 pounds last year.
The next step was teaching families how to use the food in recipes.
The Caring Place was saying, that people sometimes are not taking the eggplant and the chard and things like that because they don't know how to fix it. So we decided that we should develop, along with the gardens, a Happy Kitchen program.
Liz Keith teaches free cooking classes at the Happy Kitchen, where participants take home bags of seasonal produce, including fresh picks from Heritage Garden.
That's actually their homework for the week, is they take the ingredients home, make the recipe at home, and then come back and tell us how it went. We're trying to teach people about the importance of the fresh seasonal foods and how much more nutrition that they contain and how they actually taste much better and they're better for us.
Some of the food comes from the health department's office gardens.
The philosophy behind these 2 demonstration gardens was to show people that you don't need a whole lot of land to do a garden. That you can garden right in your front door and pick your produce on your way in.
The gardens are thanks to Ansa Copeland, a student at Southwestern University.
Ansa is part of a program at Southwestern called the Vidalia Program, which is teaching students and helping students get back off campus and finding out how the community actually works.
As a sophomore, Ansa and fellow students signed up for the 3-year program at Southwestern, working under Professor Hal Haskell's guidance.
We started talking as a group about what kind of things we cared about, and we found that, for one thing, poverty was one of our concerns, as well as nutrition and health. And so we started trying to figure out how we were going to incorporate that as something that we could all agree on. And because we all come from very different disciplines, and so it's kind of interesting for 8 people from all over the place to come together and work together. It's really been neat. My mom is an avid gardener, and she has got gardens all over the place. She has a cut flower garden, and just that's her passion. And so I kind of grew up around it and familiar with it, and it's something I enjoy too. I don't know that I'm as talented at it as she is.
After presenting their idea to Marge, Ansa's Paideia group got donations, designed and built the beds, and planted for each season. They follow through with weekly maintenance. With their harvests, they've seen how planning, teamwork, and commitment make a difference.
It's also helped the students understand how they could get involved in a community and how a community project comes together.
There's the whole myth of, there's the real world and then there's college. And you leave college and you go into the real world. Well, I think that this makes it more a smoother transition, and that you experience the real world and are less isolated from it as a student. I really do think that community building and relationship building in communities is really important, and it can be really hard because you know that you're not going to be there for a long time. Potentially you're only there for 4 years, then you move on, and so that kind of can be a deterrent in creating relationships, but there is something very rewarding about it and finding things that you're passionate about and really getting to know your community, and there's a lot of learning that can happen there that can't happen on the campus itself and in classrooms.